Hi everyone, Daria from Startup Booster is here, and today we have a guest. He's called Rakesh. He's from India, and he would like to introduce his entrepreneur plans, his business, and what he's doing. Welcome, Rakesh. How are you?
Hi Daria, thank you so much for having me here. I am doing very good. How about you?
Perfect, thank you. So, can you please tell us a little bit about your background and what you do in your business?
Sure. I I have a technical background. I'm an engineer, in fact, a chemical engineer by qualification. But I work in a field where I try and marry the technology with creativity. So I run a digital agency called ADGLOBAL360. In AdGlobal, we help businesses draft their digital strategy, what digital assets they should have, and how they should present themselves to their potential clients on the digital platforms. We help them grow their business through all the marketing that we do for them. So that's what we do.
Okay, that sounds brilliant. Marrying technology and creativity. How did you come up with the idea of your business?
Well, this is my second startup. So I ran my first startup from 2007 to 2009. I could not scale that company. It was predominantly into software services. So I had this one big client. I had 30 people deployed there. I was myself the architect for the solutions that we were delivering. So kind of did not really, give importance to business development or marketing. One fine day, my client, went bankrupt. They did not have money to pay to us, and that's how I had to shut my company down. And I was sitting and thinking, what went wrong? And that's when my partner in my current company, we got in touch somehow, and he was, kind of researching on the way internet usage is growing in India. More the internet users are coming, and how the media shift would happen. So that was my first touch point with digital marketing. I started reading about it. I fell in love with it, and I saw a lot of potential to make use from digital channels for smaller clients. And I said the mistakes I did for my business did not grow it, did not market it well. I'll probably try and see if I can help other small enterprises not repeat the same mistakes.
Wow, that's interesting. So, your story is basically the story of the fail, which is something that can happen in every business. And then the main thing after you fail is not to give up, is just to think it over, analyze what can be done better or what can be done different. That's perfect. And do you have many clients at the moment? Do you have a big company right now?
Well, as we speak, we have more than 250 people working for us in three locations in India. We have an office in Singapore, Dubai, an office in US. We have more than 500 clients active. Overall, we've serviced more than 3,000 clients. So it's been quite a journey now, and Indian and international clients. I'm thankful to God. I have been able to ramp up this big, and we have some very good strategic partnerships going. We are one of the biggest partners for Google here in India, so even that has helped. So yeah, we're doing okay.
That's brilliant. Listen, this is fantastic. And can you share with us a little bit of kind of emotional part of the business? Is it difficult to manage that many people, locations, and that massive business that you have now?
Yes, it is difficult, and the difficulties are pretty unique in this field because it's a very growing field, digital marketing. So you really don't have a very kind of ready set of pool from where you can hire. So in 2009, we were presented with this problem. So we actually hired freshers and we trained them in house. And that lot has been the pillar of strength now. So they are now senior directors with company. They've stuck around for more than 6 years. And these are the future leaders I'm grooming. But then there are challenges dealing with creative people. they are very egocentric. And you add that to the youth part. So there are young creative people, extremely egocentric. They fight amongst each other. But then, if there are two heads thinking, there will always be difference of opinion. So you have to with that, and you have to creatively try and solve the problems, and not limit their thinking, but still kind of define boundaries so that they can come up with solutions. So that's the interesting part, which I do day in, day out.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. And if we go to the side of motivation, what really motivates you to keep on going with your business?
Well, two biggest things which motivate me. One is my people. I love my team. I love coming to office every day. I love seeing them around, and I have groomed them. They have been around with me in my bad and good times. So seeing them every day really gives me a kick. The second biggest thing is, of course, meeting happy clients. So you have clients who walk in with some problems, you work with the client, and then after a month, the same client talks good things about your services. So it's really a good feeling.
Super. And what would be your best tip for building the great team and keep on going with the team spirit?
I think there's too much emphasis given to the aptitude part, the qualifications, the experience. For me, it's always the attitude which matters. So I look at people. Even when I interview, I hardly ask any technical questions. I try and understand that person. I try and understand what this person does in the free time, and what kind of personality this person is. And basis that, I make a call if I see someone who's a problem solver. And then it also depends on what level you are hiring. So you want a lot of problem solvers. You also want smart workers. You want people to just follow the instructions at times, but also put their intelligence around those instructions. So it's like a mix of thing. And then, of course, once in a while, you look forward to leadership qualities, people who you think are outliers, who can probably step forward and make that big differential for you.
Wow, super. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that lots of people who are just starting their business or have an idea of starting their business, they are watching normally our interviews. And what would be your best tip for the person who wants to go for this adventure that is called entrepreneurship? What would be your advice
Well,
for people who want to start their business?
yeah, in fact, two or three advices I can give. One is never be afraid. Never be afraid of competition. When I started, there were hundreds of agencies already here in India. If I had only followed them, if I had only looked at how they are progressing, I would have never made it. Because sometimes when you just keep looking at something too big, it demotivates you. So just focus on what you bring to table and try to do it the best way possible, and nobody's going to stop you. So that's the first advice. Don't be afraid, and do not really think that every startup is going to be about something very different, very novel. So my second advice to entrepreneurs would be to not fall for the trap of valuation only. If they focus more on creating value, I think valuation will follow. Um, I see people stressing too much on Series A, Series B funding without really focusing on the profitability of the company. So that's what I advise everyone. In short term, you can raise funds, but in long term, everyone will look for a company which is profitable and delivering value.
Okay, that's brilliant. So, can you please also share the details of your company? Maybe people will have some questions and they will want to get in touch with you or maybe get the services from your company. If you can tell maybe the web address where they can look for the information of what you are doing now.
So that's my company. It's called ADGLOBAL360. You can reach out to us on www.adglobal360.com, and we'll help you devise a kick-ass digital strategy for your startup, for your company, and we will look forward to growing your business together.
Thank you so much. I wish you
Yeah.
to have the best of success with your company and have a great day.
Thank you so much, Daria. Thank you for this interview.